Officially, good afternoon. Happy Friday. Welcome to Market Watch Group Weekly Market Wrap. My name is Scott. It's nice to meet you. Everyone here is very familiar. Hi, Sandy. Good to see you. So let's just kind of see what's cracking, you guys. First and foremost, some housekeeping matters to remind you that what we do is education, illustrative purposes only. We're not brokers. We're not advisors. Nothing should be considered, intended, or construed as a recommendation to buy or sell any security or financial product. What are we going to do then? We'll look at today's market. A quick reassessment of the market posture. Maybe that helps you decide if you're going to stay or go or tighten or scale. Mindset for trades. We'll look at all the trades we have. Whether you're in it, was in it, just got in it. We'll see what we be thinking we should doing over the weekend. What to look for next week. We do have data next week with CPI and PPI coming out, as well as corporate earnings. Corporate earnings will be coming back out. So that will be interesting. What else? We'll look through the list and we'll talk about trading plan progress. Section 1, you should be pretty good with personal info. Let's get to it. That's the alert that just came out. You should have gotten it via text, via email, or you can go find it in the Circle site. Something new. Something new that I put in here that I wonder if you noticed. This. Did you see this? Earnings on the 23rd. On the 23rd, before market, which means we have until technically actually the 22nd. So with that in mind, it is part of our exit strategy. So if this thing were to hiccup, we don't have time to move the line. I mean, let's say it goes up and then it does something like this and then starts to turn, we don't get to then take this and do this and say, you know what, now we only have until right here. If it does this, then you're going to have to adjust your thinking to be like, oh, if this can get to 102, I'm going to take whatever I can get and be done with it. There's a little less leeway here that we need to be aware of. I actually find it helpful, not hurtful, where I can say, oh man, I'm going to be out of this by X because X is just abutting against the earnings announcement, and there's nothing we can do with that. So, did you notice that? Any questions or comments or concerns about that? Sorry, it's like super hot today here. And I've lasted as long as I can. I'm going to have to turn the AC on. Okay. That should bring me a little bit of relief. Okay, let's keep going here. How about a trailing stop loss, like for PI? So, and this is something I talk about. I don't use trail stops, but I do trail stops. So I'm not going to put in an order that says, oh, I'm going to give this 65 cents and it's going to trail and then it's going to lock in. I'm going to use the Heikin Ashi. So APA or PLTR is as good a place as any to take a look. Gotta forget the E. Whoops. Can't seem to type a symbol today. What do we have? A slowdown. You can see this little slowdown in here. Candle smaller, but the high keeps getting higher, or the low keeps getting higher. So if I started with a stop loss down here, and then I said, okay, by the time I got to this day, I can move my stop to here, and then here, and then here, and now here. So if I am looking to do that, I would actually orient around the Heikin Ashi candles, and I'd say, okay, I'm gonna move my stop conditionally from this level to at or below this level, and so right now for me, just below 140, I'd probably say maybe like 139.75 is probably a pretty clean place for a stop right now. That gives it some room. I'm not going to be too tight, but if things were to all of a sudden fall apart quickly, then I'm going to be okay. Any questions about that? Craig says that looks pretty good. Melody, thoughts on that for a stop? That's definitely what I'm thinking. Okay, let's keep going. Okay. Where were we? Let's go to the VIX, or let's go to the SPY first. Let me get rid of these drawings. And let's switch this back to candle. Oh, there's the AC. That's feeling better now, you guys. Woo! I was melting in here. Let's get, so there's PLTR. You can see, stop being cheap. Miguel, my office faces east, so it gets early sun. The rest of the house will be like 73, and it'll be like pushing 80 in my office, and I sweat it out until I just can't stand it, and then I turn on the AC. Sometimes it's just, you know, it was too much. I couldn't last any longer. I make the kids suffer longer upstairs. So I'm like, no, you can't turn the AC on unless you go out and do some weeding first. I don't know. All right. Yeah, you can see we looked pretty good at one point today. It's pulled back. I think this looks fine. It's pinching, which means, yeah, we're testing this level here. I think we can bust through. I have a couple PLTR trades, but they are far out the money, and the charts are nothing like the main chart. You mean the chart of the option itself looks different? Yeah, I mean, they do have a little bit of a slower delta, but because out of the money typically lets you buy more, it should still move at the same rate. How far out of the money did you go? The same as us? Where did we go? I can't remember. Let's see if I can pull it up. Miguel, I wear cheap like a badge of honor. Cheap is a compliment. My son came home the other day and he's like, "Oh, look, I got this shirt at Costco," and I'm like, "You have seen the light." $160. 160 is a decent ways out of the money. That's APH. Did I not just pull this up? Where are you? Where are you, PLTR? Even on paper. I'll pull up the picture. I don't know why my... Oh, you went 160s. Okay, I have 145s. Yeah, it's going to take a little longer. Hopefully the 160 meant you bought more of it, and that helps to accelerate it a bit for you. John says, I sometimes watch both the option chart and the stock chart when day trading. Do you tend to see a pretty good correlation then between the two? Not too much disruption between? I would expect so. Okay. Yes, indeed. Indeed. Okay. Apple. The funny thing is Apple was a bit of an anticipatory trade yesterday, meaning it started to pinch but didn't cross today. It's still kind of holding. I still look at this as a great opportunity for Monday. If it turns and actually goes bullish enough, if it goes bullish enough to cross that stochastics line and really start to turn, then yeah, hell yeah, looks good. Looks good. Amazon. If you've been waiting for this, congratulations, you got what you were looking for. If you weren't in Amazon, Amazon's an opportunity. I went with APH, but I look at this and I think, yeah, this is definitely an opportunity here. Did anybody trade or think of trading or still in? Maybe from here, hiccuped, still starting to go. Let me know. I thought someone was. Here's APH. That's what I'm looking for there. You can see nothing huge, just a nice steady Eddie climb. Bank of America on a pullback. Now it's kind of finding some support with a hammer. That means we won't really get a confirmation until Monday at the very earliest, and then we would only have 2 days. So if you're holding as an investor or whatever else, fine. But if you're looking to trade, yeah, we're not going to put this on in front of that. We're going to let the earnings come out and call it a day. Okay, was in Amazon, but not yet. So I do like BAC. I don't think you're going to have an opportunity for it. AMD, yeah, all the chip stocks are looking pretty good, so I have to imagine this one does as well. Let's pull it up. Should I hold? Hell yes. If you sold some, sell a small piece, in my opinion, because we're a 5.25. Because our market posture is going to hold up because your stochastics looks good. 20% sounds amazing. Yep. 5 contracts, sell 1. That sounds absolutely perfect to me. I think I'd only go 1. I like it. It's a nice bullish engulfing candle accelerating up towards that resistance level. If it can't get through resistance Monday, then drop another 1 or 2 and then hold the rest to see if it can get through. But I don't know. I think that looks quite appealing, quite nice. We have 40 minutes left. I would absolutely expect this volume to get up here and give us another good volume day. Yeah, good one. Good one. Okay. Also, Thank you for the alphabetical order. Let's keep going. APH, that's today's alert. You can see exactly what we're looking for. Ooh, getting a little acceleration even here as we get towards the end of the day. Stochastics crossing, popping out of this flag pattern. Looks good. What's not to like? What's not to like? They don't have a ton of options, but the options they have are good liquidity. So Miguel says the weekend. That's true. Nobody likes to lose 2 days of time decay while we're mowing the lawn or whatever else we're doing. Let's talk about this one for a second. APH, I am bullish. That may surprise you, but you might look at that trend and be like, yeah, that's a pretty good trend. Entry range, anywhere above the open of this candle, up to 99 and a quarter, give it some room. With the 525 posture, Craig says I need more trades. Lots setting up. Amen to that sentiment. Love the connection. That's exactly right. Exactly what we're doing. And I agree. I absolutely agree with you there. And they're there. Costco's there. Or not Costco. Why did I say Costco? Now I have to go look at that stock just to make sure. Google, APH. I saw a couple others. We'll go see. Let's move PLTR. So, stop range. I have all the way back underneath this level, even though I don't think I would need to. Primary target might be a bit ambitious, 106.25, and it has to get there quickly. But I feel like based on what we've seen, it's in the cards. That's going to give me a straight 3-1, 7 to 10 days, 11 max because of earnings. I will not hold through earnings. So July 22nd, whatever I gets. And that's the end. I'm looking at a just under 3-1 on this proposition. Volatility mostly low, which means cheap enough to buy. I went with long calls. Standard 15th of August. I went out of the money with the 105s. If you wanted to go to the 100s, you certainly could. Knowing that I'm going out to August 15th, which is giving me like 35 days. I didn't see the need, to go closer to the money. I think it's fine. What did we end up with? Is Monday too late? I wouldn't think so. I mean, if it were to gap up, then you might be like, I can't do it. But no, I think that would be okay. So, bought APH when we started and down 20. Woo, down 20%. You bought it just now when we started the session? Like in here somewhere? So it's up a little bit, but you're down? What platform is that? Fidelity. Interesting. Okay. Let's AXP. Let's go look at Express. I don't know what I'm doing here. 98. Okay. Okay. Entry 185. So now it's giving you a bid of 165? 20 cents? No, you'd have to be down 35. If you entered at 185, you'd have to be at 150, right? To be down 20%. And it should be 180. Keep an eye on that, John, and ping me a message if it still looks like that as the market closes. I mean, certainly we have to overcome the spread, but it's not going to be typically 20%. Yeah, 5% is what we're hoping for, or less. Pennies, if possible. Yeah, I think it's just popping around a little bit, you know. It's just the market saying hello. It's like, hey, John, I see you. Okay, Schwab at 190. Yeah, I think we should be okay with this one. AXP. American Express. Yeah, it's indeed hiccuping. You have until the 17th. Thursday. So you got 4 days next week. I mean, I would say for me, as long as you see something like this, and then if it were to do this, then I'd be like, yeah, give it one more day, and then whatever you got there, you're done. Out before earnings for me. BAC still setting up. Only the only problem here is you're not going to have time before earnings. By the time this gives you a signal, you'll have 1 day. Can't do it. I need at least 4 or 5 days, or you're squeezing it in, and it's just not going to give you what you're looking for. Caterpillar. Pausing. Not bad. Not that good. CLS. Same kind of thing. It's kind of turned into a bit of a grind. It's got some good momentum though, so we'll keep an eye on it. Capital One. I would say this is a little anticipatory. Meaning we really haven't taken out this red candle or yesterday, even though this is turning up. So you could take it or you could wait. You don't have a lot of time, but you have a little more time here. This is till the 23rd, 22nd after market. Okay. Cisco. Cisco, come on. Come on, Cisco. What you doing? Still kind of holding up. I mean, it hasn't done much, but it's holding up. Here's the Dow, a little bit of a pullback today. EA. And this is where we're like, you know what? That's now a sell-off more than it is a pullback. That's now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 days in a row. 8 days. GE Vernova, a little bit overextended. Nothing there. Gold. Hey, I said gold could be trying to put in a higher low. It's not for me. I'm not a big precious metal trader, but I recognize. Yeah. The signal as it's starting to develop and turn. Okay. Gold. Let's go to Google. Google looks pretty good. We had this bounce. We got up here, pull back. We're here. We're starting to bounce. 174.20, Craig says. Let's go take a look at okay. Made 50% on Google Day Trade. Nice. I would put the stop. I think 174.20 is fine. I mean, the low of this Heiken Ashi, 176.43. I think you could even go up as far as like 175.75 and look for this thing to kick into gear. I think it's not bad today. Okay, let's go here. Goldman looks fabulous. It's setting up for a signal. The only problem is we don't have time. $7.16 before market means $7.15. $7.15 is Tuesday. We don't even really, technically this is a bit of an anticipatory signal, not a fully fleshed out and developed signal. Okay. High resistance at 181 on Goog. Yeah, there is a bit of resistance there. However, and I know I say recency and frequency, but I also have this, where I'm like, if it's going to break through, it's going to do it coming off a higher low. Yeah? We'll see. We'll see. Goldman, we talked about. Hood looks viable. Giving it back now. I was looking at that earlier like, did I miss this thing? I don't know, actually. I think this will still give you an opportunity to enter if you wanted. Howmet setting up. If you traded this back here, you're in the hiccup. The hiccup's lasting a week. That's kind of crappy, but it's still in the hiccup. For if you're not in the hiccup, you're saying, hey, if this thing turns bullish and breaks above these things around 182, I think I have an opportunity to trade it. If I trade it, I'm going to take this. Now, it hasn't gone as big these last couple of times, but I could still move this in here. And there we go. And there we go. IBM. Now, again, yesterday would have gotten you. So am I done with IBM? No. No. I think there may be a trade out here just waiting to set up. That was a false flag, false start. Didn't do it. Okay. Let's be patient. Let's wait to see what comes next. IWM. Great run. Small caps are looking pretty good. Meta. So Meta, I'm in. Tested down low, but is holding on the hiccup. Do we like hiccups? Of course we don't like hiccups. But if I get something like this and then on Tuesday it comes, this should continue moving and we should be just fine. Okay. Keep going. Morgan. I love it. I want to trade it again. We're just not going to get a chance. Maybe coming out of earnings, but yeah, as of right now, we're just too close. Too close. Microsoft looks okay. It's a grinder. Strong stock, big stock, grinding right now. Grinding up, though, so that's not bad. Micron, good signal, got a little hiccup, trying to pop out of the hiccup. We got to the top of the hiccup. If we really want to have expectations that it's moving, we'd like to see it get through the hiccup. Netflix. We thought we were going to have an opportunity for a spread trade. I haven't abandoned hope yet. Doesn't look great, though. Let's be honest, it does not look great. We'll see if it can recover from what's going on in here or not. Nvidia looks strong, testing new highs. If you're in it, you're starting to think about where would I take profits, where would I, etc. Okay. Palantir. Come on, Palantir. You can do it. You can do it. Pinching. It's holding up. It's holding up. Don't give up on it. It's a strong stock. It can just all of a sudden move. Let me know if you're holding some of yours. Did you book some? How much? Are you carrying some? How much? In it, in it, in it for me, in it for Craig. In it, in it, in it. Love it. QQQ. The Qs look great. Look very strong. New highs. I mean, you know, it's amazing how often we find ourselves like looking for what's going wrong when it's like everything looks fine. Just let it look fine. Took APH, Sandy said. Nice. Yeah, that's moving. In it to win it. Okay. 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 Roblox. It's just flirting along with this line right here. I think it can go. I'm not going to bet against it with the trend that it has. I'm going to let this go through the weekend and see how we do. Again, with my market posture at a 5.25 and no expectation of it dropping, holding trades makes sense to me right now. Taking losses does not make sense to me right now. I am definitely looking to give things as much bullish room as I can. RTX, if you still happen to have some, it's still grinding out some profits. It needs to accelerate, but hey, we've got a little bit of time still. SPY is pulled back a little, but is pushing up near the highs for the day. Tesla, we were describing this with the term dead cat bounce, unfortunately. So, yeah, that is what it is. TSM. Still selling covered calls on Tesla every 2 weeks. Love it. Love it. Love it. TSM is setting up. Problem? Earnings. 7:17 before market, which means we get till 7:16. We lose the 12th and the 13th when we get 3 days. Even that's pretty close, but not quite there. All right, let's keep going. Let's look at Uber. Okay. Uber. Cup. Handle. Breakout. Old resistance. Possibly going to become new support. I think that actually has something for us. Yeah, I do. Okay, keep on going. UUP. Bullish dollar, looking a little better, still quite low overall. Whoops. Visa. Visa. Ooh, Visa. My thought was if it can give me something like this, high or low. I don't know. That's already looking a little bit nasty there. Let's talk about the VIX. So we have a new lower high. That may be the only score this week. Yeah. That may be the only thing that gets us an extra score, but I think that looks pretty good. Let's go look at the volume actually real quickly. Someone tell me if you think I'm missing something. No. No volume here. Some volume starting to get ready to drop off. If you notice, it's buy. So we had 3 out of 4 sells, then 5 out of 5 buys. 8 to 4. Yeah, it looks pretty good for the buyers. What does our sanity check? Whoops. What does our sanity check tell us about? Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Where are we? Tesla, TSM, we did. Uber, Visa. Here's the VIX. Here's Walmart. Why is this so short? Oh, I gotta get back to 6 months. No, not for me. Materials, maybe. Communication services, maybe. Energy, iffier. Financials look good. Industrials look good. Technology looking good. I don't know why that's there. Oh, staples. Yeah, I do. Never mind. Staples look pretty flat. Utilities look pretty flat. Healthcare looks pretty flat. So our growth sectors are looking bullish. Defensive sectors are looking a little bit more flat. Okay, let's keep going. What else do we need to look at before the end of the week? Okay. What was I doing? I lost my train of thought. Okay. Let's get back in here. Oh, yes. Sorry. I found it. Nope, not that. here. We talked about the economic calendar already. We have CPI, Empire State Manufacturing, some Fed speak, PPI. And then on Thursday, we have jobless claims. So it's kind of a busy week. Then remember that the 16th also kicks in corporate earnings, so that's going to start up. That's going on. So there is plenty going on by way of announcements. Okay, let's go in here and let's see what's happening. Oh, let me refresh this. No expectations in July. Slightly better than 2-1 in September. You'll notice not many people think there'll be 2 cuts. This is me. I'm in this September camp. If the information comes back better than expected, at or better, for this month's data, I think that's going to be probably one of the most important things. Otherwise, it'll kick. Here you can think people think we might get the second one. I think if we get the second, it's going to be in December, but there you go. Okay. Let's go to the trading plan. The trading plan. We are working on section 1. One of the easier ones by way of what you write. A little bit of the harder ones when you think about how do I get the right information here? How do I really recognize what about me as a trader can I build on? What about me as a trader do I need to work on? I think if you're just show some reflection, you'll definitely be fine. But if you need a little help, we have the guide written for you and ready for you to review. Okay, well, sometimes we go 5 minutes over, and sometimes we have 10 minutes left where you can go clean up your trading, close anything that needs to be closed, tighten stops. But the forum is open for questions if anybody has one. Let me know. Otherwise, I'll let you go finish your trading activities before the market closes. Sandy's out of here. Thank you, Sandy. See you on Sunday. Melody, too. Good to see you. Have a good weekend. Anybody have a specific? Miguel, good to see you. Yeah, we started slow and then we came on strong. Wrapped it up. Thank you, Kevin. I hope everybody has a great rest of your Friday. Have an amazing Saturday. I'll see you Sunday for coffee and breakfast. And we'll also talk about the market at that time. Thanks, you guys. Good to see everybody. Thank you, Bill. See you soon. As always, happy trading.